He admitted to having a girl that, when you do the math, was underage in a camming business. Lauren Southern's over here saying that he violently assaulted her sexually. He's not suing her for it. Seems like it's he barks, but he didn't do anything. Seems like there's something to it, considering he didn't sue her for slander. And yet he's getting a storefront on X, selling his products, a feature that like someone like me doesn't have, for example. It's not accessible to everyone, but he gets special privileges, right? So that's very interesting. Oh, but I'm the brand risk, right? For saying nigga, right? See, people just like want to like make theories and say whatever. And it's like, just think about it for 2 seconds. In my opinion, I do think he did it, by the way. In my opinion. I think it's pretty obvious. I mean, it's not like, look at his character. Look at him. We're really gonna believe he didn't? Of all people, like, I get false accusations happen. Okay, I get it. But like, you really, of all people, you think Andrew Tate's gonna get a false accusation? I don't think so. I think he's exactly the type of person that would do that. Free Hannah Claire. Where is she? Why was Lauren in his room? Because in the book, she said that she got seemingly roofied after only 1 drink and was unable to move. And then he carried her to the room. And then I guess she felt drug pressure, whatever. And then she like said, okay, good night, and kissed him goodnight. And then he proceeded to move on her. And then she said no. And then when she tried to make him stop, this according to her in the book, he proceeded to choke her out and she lost consciousness. And then he did it again. And then she like was coping with it afterward and like in denial, because nobody wants to feel like they got raped, guys. Like nobody wants to come to terms with that. That's not like if you accept it, then that means you were victimized. That means like you were like, something was done to you and makes you feel bad. So that's a very common response, that people at first are in denial about it. But like, I think it's pretty obvious when she's claiming that, you know, assuming that, in my opinion, I believe it because he is that type of person. I've done the research on him. I think he did it. My opinion, I'm allowed to have it, and I'm basing off of what I've seen. Okay? And she's talking about in the book how he's choking her out. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, case closed. Right? Assuming if she were telling the truth, right? It would be case closed if someone chokes you out, right? And then keeps going when you say no, right? And then she follows up and tries to even file with authorities, which, by the way, like, I would be discouraged to even do if I were her, because he's in Romania. He's in one of the top trafficking countries in the world. He moved there to have more power, to have the police in his back pocket, which he told her, which he's mentioned in public too. He's having lunch with the mafia. I saw the clips. I did the research. I saw it before it was scrubbed. I talked about it on Stream Plenty. Okay? And it's like, she was honestly like, I would be discouraged. Someone's in a foreign country, they have police in their back pocket. I would be discouraged. But she did anyway. And she went to multiple countries about it. She went to Canada. She inquired, I believe, in Romania as well. And nobody did anything. And how is Andrew Tate rewarded? By continuing to go on podcasts and given a storefront on X. It seems like it does not matter what comes out about him. Words from his own mouth, talking about his girlfriend Vivian, who he met when you do the math, based on what he said, words out of his own mouth, that she was 21. He said they were dating 6 years. Do the math. He was doing a camming site then. CP is not legal. Do the math. Okay? He's allowed to do that. Words from his own mouth, get promoted everywhere, going on podcast tour. So, like, unfortunately, that really sends the message to other women that if this happens to them, like, nobody's gonna give a shit if it's a guy who is in. And it's really sad. It's really sad to see. It's how Epstein got away with it so long. It's the same thing. It's like they have enough social credit to get by, where even if somebody gives evidence, even if someone reports it to the police, he's had how many women come out against him? I know some are like to muddy the water on purpose, but like there's so much. And it's just like, nope, go on a podcast tour in America. That's how it is. Someone kisses you, and or like you kiss them and say good night, leave my hotel room, and then they choke you out, that's fine. Like you guys that defend this are like assuming it's true, right? Which I say, in my opinion, it is, right? You guys are insane to say like, oh, but actually that's fine. So you would want that to happen to your mother? You would want like some like mulatto guy choking her out after he like questionably gave her the drink that made her unable to really move around, and she only had like one drink? Like, even if it wasn't a roofie, even if it wasn't, we assume the best case scenario that it wasn't, right? Like, you'd want that to happen to someone you care about? What about you? This happens to men too, I'm sure. Trafficking happens to little boys. Rape happens to little boys. Happens to grown men too. It's more rare, but it happens. So, you know, at what point do we draw the line? Like, is it really okay to do that because people dislike Lauren Southern? It's okay to do that? Like, this isn't a popularity contest, but it's being treated like one. Like, it's one thing to like Andrew Tate and then dislike Lauren Southern. It's another to justify it because of that. And that's what I'm seeing, and I see a lot of this, and I really don't like it. And I think that this is this isn't just like this is someone where it has a lot backing it up. Like, I think that this is a fair witness. Like, I think that this is regardless of what you think about Lauren Southern, I feel like it's a reliable testimony based on what she said, based on her reporting it, and based on him not suing her for it, despite him barking, but he didn't sue her for it. And he's mega rich. You can't say, oh, well, you know what? It costs time, whatever. No, he's so rich that he doesn't know what to do with his money. He has said this before, that, oh, you guys should enjoy being poor because, like, I miss being able to buy things, be happy because now I could just buy everything. He's way rich enough to sue her if she were slandering him. So why doesn't he? Something to be said about that. And yet, he's on a podcast tour. And like I said, this is how Epstein got away with it. I mean, he offed himself, sure, but like he got away with it for a while. How many people have to be victimized? How many people have to be groomed over likability? Because no, he's a cool guy. She should call the police. She did. She got, according to the book, she got a grape kit. She went to the doctor and she reported it. And she reported it to multiple countries. But yet he's on a podcast tour. I know it's gonna make the people who dislike her feel uncomfortable because, like, oh, well, I can't compute that because I like him and I dislike her. But sometimes, guys, you need to accept when the people you like, even if they make content you like, when they're pieces of shit. Sometimes you have to come to terms with that oh, maybe the person who makes music I like, I listen to their music and I like their music, but also they're a piece of shit. I mean, you guys can read the book for yourselves and judge if you feel like she's a reliable testimony, right? But I read it and that's the conclusion I came to. And I do think he's that type of person additionally. It's not just because, like, of a bias, it's also because of how she presented it and what I know from researching him. Yeah, people think the law is sacred, absolutely. Because, like, oh, like, they think it's like the magical button, you press it, but that's how corruption works. We're seeing it in real time. But yeah, even, like I said, even Southern aside, even if you wanted to, like, say, oh, well, you just don't believe it because you want to be biased and you don't want to believe it, well, like, explain Vivian then. Why does the math say she was underage when she was doing the camming stuff for him? Answer that. And the answer for that, to people who do support that, I'm going to tell you what it is. The answer to that is they believe that it's okay. There is the same people defending Epstein. They literally think it's okay. They think, oh, well, actually, if she was 16 and doing nudes and cam work, actually, that's fine. It's like, it's not even legal. Not that legality rules over every moral rule being right or wrong, but it's like, this is a minor. This shouldn't be happening.